Hey guys, in this video I want to go over Utkatasana, chair pose, known as fierce pose. I think a lot of times as yogis or as yoga teachers, we tend to overcomplicate this pose, making it mostly uncomfortable to most bodies. It's either we're trying to get the back bend too deep into chair pose, we're trying to sit the butt too low, we're trying to actually, some lineages teach we should take the back bend out like we're sitting in a tall back chair. I want to simplify it. I think what I've done with my students when I work them into this, or I cue it in this way, they find a lot more comfort in the pose. It's still not a fun pose. It's still not a pose where anybody goes, you know what, chair pose, that's my absolute favorite. But what they found is they become more stable in the pose, more comfortable, and just better on, they just feel healthier in the pose. So the way I cue it, I don't teach it feet together, right? There's plenty of benefits to teaching it feet together, right? You can engage the inner thighs a little bit more, it challenges the balance. But for me, if you practice with me, you know I prefer everything about hip width distance, so we kind of stack joints. Stacking joints, especially in chair pose, allows us to find a little bit more power into the pose. So I take my feet about hip width distance, and then I just sit my butt as low as I can till I feel a healthy load in my quads, right? From here, my butt goes down, my shoulders are starting to drop a little bit, and I'm just gonna lift my chest up until I find the natural stopping point in my back. So you can see I still have a back bend. Chair pose is a natural back bend. I still have it here. My back muscles, the spinal muscles along the spine, everything's firing up to hold this position, and then I just reach my arms up. Right, and then from here I just press the feet down and I pull them out. I get the outsides of the legs engaged. So the outer hips, outer thighs are engaged, arms are stretching up, right? Much more comfortable, much more power, more comfortable in the back. It starts to get more complicated when we try to either sit too low or we try to take it out. So as you can see, as I sit low, if I try to take even more back bend into the pose, I have to sit up. I can't sit quite as low, I don't feel it in my quads. If I try to get the butt too far down, now I'm all the way here and I'm not feeling it as much in my back, okay? And if I try to take this completely out and just try to, like I'm sitting in the tall back chair going down, I can't sit very low if I'm keeping my spine this way. And it's really uncomfortable. For me, who has a natural anterior tilt to the pelvis, this is a really uncomfortable position, right? So when I come into it, what I cue it, sit bones down and back until you find a healthy load in the quads. And then from here, just lift your chest up till you feel the natural stopping point. Reach the arms up. Because again, if we try to lift the chest too much, we come out of the seat. If we try to get the butt too low, we come too far down with the chest and we're not feeling it in the back. So we're here. And then feet press down, pull the feet away from each other. And the more you pull the feet away from each other, the inner thighs are going to engage as well. Some people think I got to squeeze my inner thighs in because when we're in chair pose, this is what we're taught when their feet are together. I don't cue it that way. I don't even worry about the inner thighs in chair pose because I'm more concerned with can we activate the outer muscles. So these stabilize us more. These tend to be a lot weaker than the inner thighs. So what I want to work is, let's use these to stabilize the chair. And the more we engage the outer hips, the inner thighs start to tone a little bit. It's not necessarily the same case if I was just to squeeze inner thighs in, that my outer hips are going to fire. Right, another thing you can do to kind of help people find a balance point is as they sink the hips down and back is just to pick up all 10 toes, spread them wide. And as you spread them wide, you start to feel a little bit of tonage through here, but you feel the 3 points of contact, the big toe mound, baby toe mound, center of the heel, start to kind of plug in. All 3 arches, yes, you have 3 arches on your foot are active now. Spread them wide, keep them spreading wide, and then just press the toes in and grip just a little bit so those muscles are active. Right, that kind of stabilizes the weight. You get equal weight between those 3 points of contact. Lift the chest up till you feel the natural stopping point, reach the arms up. Right? I don't talk too much about, can you see your toes? Can you not see your toes? Sit in the back of the chair. Take a deeper back bend, take a deeper sit. All I do is it's sit bones down until you feel a healthy load. Chest up till you feel the natural stopping point in your back. The muscles are going to fire up to find this, and then reach the arms up. Feet press down, pull away from each other. Okay. Try it out, see what you think in this way I do chair pose. Very simple. Just sit bones down until you feel the healthy load, heart up until you feel the natural stopping point in your back, and then reach your arms up. Okay? Try it out, let me know. Namaste.